What is going on, guys? In today's lesson we're going to be going over bullish and bearish flags. Alright, in the next few lessons we'll actually be going over continuation patterns. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. And like I said, first continuation pattern is the bullish and bearish flags. First pattern we're going to get into is the bullish flag. So let's go to this here, delete all that. Now, the bullish flag is really simple. Think back to the first lesson: impulse, pattern, impulse, right? That's all we've really been doing this entire time. That's our main setup. That's our main priority. So when we look at the market, the first thing that we're going to look for is an impulse, all right? And if you think back to the definition of an impulse, strong aggressive candles moving in one direction, right? So with our flags, what we're going to think of this impulse as, we're going to think of it as a flagpole, right? So like a flag outside, right? Like waving the American flag, things like that. This flagpole is the long aggressive candles within the market. Now, after that, we have a pattern that forms that goes the opposite direction of the impulse, okay? And when it goes the opposite direction of the impulse, like actually goes down, we have basically resistance up here, and below we have support, okay? And this creates our flag. You can see how we shaped it out, it actually creates a flag shape, okay? This is our flagpole, this is our flag shape. And ultimately what we're looking for is price to give us that impulse for our move up. All right, this is really popular pattern. I'm sure if you've been trading for a while, you've heard a lot of people say this. Say I'm going to be waiting for that flag or things like that, right? So yeah, that is a bullish flag. All right, this is the ultimate result that we want to capture, and we ideally, within this pattern, we ideally want to enter at the bottom here, okay? And then we can also enter at the breakout of this pattern, off the close of the candle there. All right, that is our bullish flag. So now let's go ahead and take a look at our bearish one. It's just the opposite. You have your flagpole going down instead, right? This is your impulse. Impulse equals flagpole, right? And then after that, we get our flag shape here. Like that. And ultimately looking for it to push down. Okay, so pattern's not too hard to grasp, especially if you understand the first lessons and the previous lessons that we've done so far. Should be an easy concept to grasp. And I just want to make little notes here so this is clear. All right, your impulse equals a flagpole. Now, in this case, it's a bullish flag. It's a bullish flag because we're looking for bulls to control the market. Over here, in this case, it's a bearish flag. Because we're looking for the bears to control the market. All right, pretty simple. Now let's go ahead and take a look at a few examples. Let's go to let's take a look at a few examples on this pair. Let's actually go to the 1 hour. The first thing that I want to look for is a bullish flag. one out right here. Now I actually really want it to be clear. Here we go. Alright, so I was trying to find the cleanest one. So here is our bullish flag. And as we can see, here, this is our flagpole. And after that, we got corrective movement moving in the opposite direction, right? Still same rules apply. It's corrective movement. It's small candles moving back and forth, going the opposite direction of the impulse. Okay, bullish flag. That's the basis of our setup of the first lesson, pretty much. Now let's go ahead and find another one right here. Impulse up, bullish flag there. Okay. Now let's go ahead and find a few bearish, just 2 bearish, and we're gonna go ahead and move on. Well, pretty much here, what just happens, pretty perfect. Bearish flag, impulse down, bearish flag there. If we go down to our lower time frame, recently we had an impulse here and another bearish flag there. Okay, so this is one of the easiest pairs, or not pairs, but patterns to recognize. If you do have trouble with it, there is a website that actually has videos and readings that you can go through in order to actually better understand it if this video or what I've been saying isn't really clicking. You just need some different words maybe. So the website is called FinVids, and again, it is posted in the student chat. Okay, so FinVids is this website where you basically have all these chart patterns and candlestick patterns where people have actually studied this and figured out the percentages of how likely they are to play out and also how far they are to play out. So if you want more detail on it, you can come here, watch that video, and read these readings. Okay, it's not as complicated as it may look. It's really simple. It's just initially grasping the concept, and then you are over that hump. All right, so for homework, to recognize this pattern really well, and this is going to be a common theme throughout these patterns homework, find 5 examples of the bullish and 5 examples of the bearish on 5 different pairs. Okay, let me say that a different way. Find 5 different bullish pairs. Oh jeez. Find 5 different bullish patterns on 5 different pairs, and find 5 bearish patterns on 5 different pairs. Jeez. Bearish flags on 5 different pairs. You understand what I'm saying. Essentially 10 on each pair. You're going to be doing 5 bullish flags and 5 bearish flags on 5 different pairs. Okay, and the reason I say do this, and that's not really a lot to be honest, but the reason I'm saying to do this is because you want to be able to recognize it very quickly, and if you don't practice, it's going to make it harder for you. All right, you're going to want to practice this as much as possible, because in the moment when the market is actually moving, it's a little bit more difficult to figure out what pattern could potentially be forming unless you know, oh, okay, I know usually when an expanding triangle forms, a descending channel first happens, and then I'm looking for a few touches like this, and then I'm looking for it to go down. That's what usually happens. If you're able to anticipate that early, you're able to say, okay, let me wait for this. This is the possible movement. If it happens, I'll go ahead and take advantage of it. If it doesn't, I'm gonna pass on and wait for a clearer setup. Okay. Now, if you want to go above and beyond, what you can do, which this is what I actually prefer. I actually really enjoy doing what I'm about to show you guys. Going all the way back to the beginning of the chart, off the 4 hour, 1 hour, it doesn't really matter what time frame. The time frames I prefer are the 4 hour and the daily to do this on. And if I have plenty of time, I go down to the 1 hour. But go all the way over here and find every bullish and bearish flag. Right, every single one that you see, draw it out all the way until you get to current price. Okay, if you don't see it, just skip that area. If you see it, go ahead, draw it. Good. But that is it for this lesson, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, go ahead, comment it in the chat, and be sure to check out that website. Remember, the website is called finvids.com. Find this pattern, you go to flag right there. All right, catch you guys later.